So, as you can see, when we close our eyes, we see darkness. So when we open our eyes, did you ever wonder or do you ever question how are we able to see our surroundings? So our object has colors and how do the sky appears blue? So now we will understand or explain this phenomena and our topic about lights, colors, and atmospheric objects. So first is the light. So light is a form of energy that helps us see the world around us. Then light travels as wavelengths. And light is from different sources such as the sun, the light bulb, candle, and fire. So, diba, light travels in a straight direction. So when we put an object, there will shadows appear. So an explanation to this that light travels in a straight direction. An example is a round hole. Diba, the light will travel in a straight line. So light behaves in different ways. So it reflects, it refracts, and it scatters. So in reflection is an example of reflection in a mirror. So when a light hits a mirror, it bounces back or it reflects. And in refraction is when light passes through one medium to another, the object appears bended or broken. So that is refraction. So an example was when we did last time, when we put a spoon in a glass of water, then it appears broken or bent. It is due to refraction because the light passes through from air to water. So that is light. It can reflect, bounce, refract, it bends, and it scatters. Now in colors. So colors is how our eyes and brain interpret different colors due to different wavelength of light. So different wavelength of light means there is different colors. So the longer the wavelength is, it could be red, and the shorter the wavelength, it can be blue and violet. So this is why when we see the rainbow, it has difference because they have different colors due to different wavelengths. So this is colors. Now in atmospheric optics. So this refers on how light passes through the atmosphere. So that is the behavior of light that passes through atmosphere because our atmosphere has air, water droplets, and particles. So that affects how light passes through our atmosphere. Then, as I said earlier, the behavior would be scattering, refraction, and reflection. So, as you can see, the sky, what's the color of the sky? Blue. The sunset. Orange. Yellow. Okay? So it is blue dahil may iba't ibang color style. That is due to the scattering of light in different directions. That is the spread of light. So in white, in sunlight, the color of the sunlight is white. So white is made up of different colors. So sunlight is an example of white light. So when white prism, it will separate into the different colors was when it was combined together, such as red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. So when it comes to a prism, it separated it into, or it bended into their separate colors because they have different, the light has different bends. Kaya it separates when it passes through a prism. So the colors bend differently. So that is white light. It is a mixture of different lights that combines together. An example is sunlight. Then next is the colors. So the colors, as I said, as our motivated earlier, I said, look around us. So what can you say about the objects? Ano yung colors na nakikita niyo? Example sa green.
Sa color sa kanya.
Right. So how does this happen? So objects appear colored because of how they interact with light. So as you can see here, green. Sa green na ito, it reflects green color and it absorbs other colors. As you can see in the table, it reflects brown colors and absorbs. So when white, ano siya? White, ano? How do we interact with the white color? Correct? Black. If it's black, absorb. So we see the different colors in objects on how they interact with light. Then next is clouds. Now let's call on ay, okay, no, meditation. So, to determine if you understand that. Okay, mag-meditate tayo. So, easy lang to. How? So,
Sa sobrang easy, wala pa question.
so, bakit madami colors in the rainbow? Different wavelengths.
Wow! Galing.
Different wavelengths.
Good job! Nice job!
So, the angel. Easy lang the angel. So, why do we see black objects? Or in white.
Galing na report.
Let's first understand why particles, or the size of particles, actually matters when it comes to light scattering. Now, sunlight is made up of all different colors, from red to violet. So when light actually passes through the atmosphere, some particles bounces off. And what color we see depends on how large the particles is related to the sun, related to the light's wavelength. Now, tiny particles such as gas or molecules produces blue or violet colors. And large particles such as the cloud droplets produces different colors equally, or they scatter different lights equally. Now today we are going to understand why clouds are actually white. Cloud droplets are 100 times larger than the air molecules such as the oxygen or nitrogen. So take note that they scatter all colors in which where the green, red, green, blue mixed together, it produces white. So we call this light scattering.
and violet is more shown than the red color. And that's why we see when we look above us, we perceive a deep blue sky. In sunrise or sunlight actually travels longer. All the blue gets scattered away. That's why when you look at the sun, it is red or orange. Yes. So the blue color of a clear sky first explained historically by Lord Rayleigh, who described it in 1871. So this type of scattering occurs when particles, specifically gas molecules, small particles, are much smaller than the wavelength of light, less than 1/10 of the wavelength. So it follows an inverse power law, meaning the scattering intensity is proportional to 1 divided by the wavelength raised to the 4th power. So despite the violet scattering the most, the sky does not appear violet. It's because first the sun emits less energy in the violet portion of the spectrum. And then second, the human eyes centers are less sensitive to the violet, which is I already said earlier in the discussion. So the perception of what we see in the sky is not violet or a very deep blue, but we see it as in sky blue. So now we will understand what hazy day is, what we call large aerosols. Hazy days are actually based on the pollution that, such as the dust that are present in the air or in the atmosphere. When you look at them in Manila, we actually cannot see the buildings clearly because of the presence of the dust. And take note that they may be small particles, they may be scatter different types of wavelength, but weakly. So the effects of it is that the sky looks pale, and everything looks blurry. This type of wavelengths or these dust particles actually block direct sunlight. So typically ranging from 0.1 to 2 micrometers in size. So common sources are the pollution. So the particles are comparable in size to visible light wavelengths, meaning scattering dominates. However, because the particles are smaller than these dust are actually larger than the air molecules such as nitrogen or oxygen. They are larger, but they are smaller than the cloud droplets. That's why, despite their size, they can still block direct sunlight. So we have a short activity, a scenario. So you look up and see a brilliant deep blue sky with no clouds. The sun is bright and yellow. So you can choose 3 of these.
So, batayan ng each scenario, sabihin na, and mag-choose kayo sa correct na cause sa baba, yan o, sa right, scattering, or Pili dyan.
So next is, you are in the city of humidity and brilliant sky looks washed out for the day. This is the links of our Now I think white looks cloudy. Me and you. Yeah, very good.
Moving on to the last few topics. First things first is the red sun. It is an atmospheric event. Kasi the sun often appears red or orange during sunrise and sunset. Because its light passes through a thick layer of Earth's atmosphere. Now, na-explain kanina ni Seth na about sa wavelengths. Now, the shorter wavelengths like blue and violet, mag-scatter sila. And mag-scatter away sila. Tapos, ang naiiwan na color is ang mga strong colors in the wavelength, like red or orange. Tapos, as explained kanina rin, is na sa nag-scatter sila due to radiate scattering, giving longer wavelengths such as red and orange to reach our eyes. Okay. So, what are the other causes aside from radiate scattering? So, causes naman ng red sun is dust and smoke particles, volcanic ash and aerosol, humidity, haze and air pollution, and lastly, the wildfire. As you can see here from the picture, during daytime, blue light, mag-scatter siya much more easily sa atmosphere. Pero pag abot sa sunset or sunrise, the red light scatter less and nag-travel siya mas farther through the atmosphere. Kaya nag-appear siya red or orange. Next naman is a blue moon. Blue moon. Basically, it's the same for the red sun, but instead of red light or orange light hindi na-scatter, ang blue or violet ang naiiwan. So, a blue moon commonly refers to a rare calendar event involving the timing of full moon, not usually a moon that appears blue in color. Now, there is also mga two accepted meanings dito, the monthly blue moon and the seasonal moon. Now, the monthly blue moon is the second blue moon in a single calendar month. For example, ang ikalawang full moon is referred as blue moon sa, for example, sa January. Ang second blue moon, yan ang blue moon sa monthly blue moon. Since the lunar cycle is about 29.5 days, it is sometimes possible for two full moons to occur in 1 month, making the second one as a moon. Now, as for the seasonal blue moon, it is the third full moon in a season. In a single season, for example, let's say it's summer na, and the third full moon of the season is coming up. This is referred to as the blue moon of the seasonal blue moon. Next, twinkling. Now, the other term is scintillation. The twinkling is the apparent flickering or rapid change in brightness and position of stars as seen from Earth. Now, stars twinkle because the light passes through different layers of Earth's atmosphere before reaching our eyes. Now, as starlight moves through air layers with changing temperature, density, and motion, the light bends or nagre-refract siya in different directions, making the star appear to shimmer or gleam. Next, twilight. The illumination of the lower atmosphere when the sun is below the horizon. It is caused by the sunlight scattering and refraction. And twilight is divided in 3 phases. So, ito ang mga phases ng twilight. Simple twilight, 0 degrees to 6 degrees below the horizon. This is the brightest stage. It is enough light for most outdoor activities without artificial lights. Now, nautical twilight, 6 degrees to 12 degrees below horizon. It is defined as self-explanatory na yan. Tapos dito naman sa astronomical twilight, 12 degrees to 18 degrees below horizon, ang sky mag-appear siya dark. Pero meron pa rin light na papass through. Gusto lang everyone?
Green flash?
Now lastly is the green flash. This is a rare optical phenomenon occurring at sunrise or sunset, where the upper edge of the sun briefly appears emerald green. It is caused by atmospheric refraction and dispersion, which bends and splits sunlight into colors. combine siya with a mirage effect that modifies the color separation. So, that's all.
May kulang.
Madali lang top. Review mo na. Review. And now. Na. Right, kayo questions? Anyone? Bakit ano?
Bakit red ang pagkakaguna ito? Bakit red ang pagkakaguna?
Hindi ko na ano.
Uy, release ka ito ng Diablo ko. Ano na? Magkaroon na kaya sila mga bawal sa atin. Katawa yan. Kaya rin.
Light yun. Ganyan bang light na topics? Northern lights.
Kayo. About phenomenon ng kayo. Oh, naka-blue man pero ka red.
Pang ready man. Ready na ito.
Kung di ba hindi natin nakikita yung northern light dito kasi nangyayari dito sa high latitude area.
Wow!
Like in North Pole.
Wow!
So kasi nga, may natural light, may display of natural light. Caused by, may oxygen and nitrogen sila ini. Na, so nakakonlight to sila. Then, di ba na green talaga di ba yung light? So mix siya. So, yung nakakonlight to yung oxygen. Then nag-spread yung light. That is why parang may waves of green, red, and purple light. Na may meron.
Ay, bakit always natin nakikita ang red sun?
Kasi ganda ng red sun.
Bakit di ba ibang color ng sunset? Bakit mag-answer?
Bakit daw?
Na, di ba? Ayan na. Magtanong na tayo.
Bakit di ba iba ang orange? Orange. For example, green.
Wait, green?
Bakit ang green? Oo, bakit?
Simple explanation. Because of this. Tingnan mo lang yung picture na to. As you can see, due to the Rayleigh scattering, mga tiny particles nagre-reflect siya ng colors. Now, due to the sun na ano yung totoong angle niya. Basta yan yung angle niya. Tapos ang angle na niyan, ito na nang-form ang sunset and sunrise. Kasi kapag in midday, the blue colors in the sky, mas ano siya, mas reflect siya kasi scatter siya much more easily. Habang dito naman sa sunset and sunrise, nag-show siya ng ano na red or orange kasi ang blue light ang red light nag-scatter siya much more easily kasi ang violet and blue hindi na siya re-refract.
Ano pala tanong ni mamaya daw pala yung
Ready na ano? Pwede na? Pahilipan kayo. Sige na, please na. One more. Number 1. Hello? You are given ample time during questioning to get 1 point.
Sorry ha. Oh, sige, pati mo na.
Kasi wait na.
Friday. Okay.
Mag-ano ka? Ito na next.
Saturday na rin yung kasi na.
Unless pa rin Saturday na.
Ah?
Friday, Saturday.
Next pa rin pala, sir. Akala ko ano.
I guess walang exams.
No.
Ay, Saturday. So, Friday lang wala.
Ang Friday lang pala, sir.
Ang Friday ang wala mo?
Ang Saturday lang po.
Saturday, Friday and Saturday.
Ano? Pero ano yung memo, sir?
Kailan nilabas?
Parang last week.
Na, third.
Pero Saturday lang nilagay, Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, yung Saturday, basically, wala Saturday. Yung bagong memo.
This is my life.
Oh, yeah. Kahapon, I guess. Wala rin mag-go. Wednesday next week.
Hindi na mag-exam. Next week, okay. Okay, number 1, everyone. Number 1. What is the main reason we are able to see objects around us?
Heat creates images in our brain. It's the thermodynamics.
Simple explanation.
Thermodynamics.
Bakit meron ka ganito sa
Air sense darkness.
Bakit nandiyan sa camera roll yan? Next, number 2. Why does a red object red? O kabilaan sa ano? Number 3. 10 lang. Number 3.
Need the answer.
What happens during atmospheric objects?
Yan yung distractor nila. Yan yung distractor nila. Ang nasa wala sa choices sa picture. Yung distractor nila.
Sige.
Oy! Oy!
Number 4. Why does sky appear blue rather than violet even though violet scatters glow? Ancient Greece.
Kasi Rian Nandina, oh.
Next na.
Wait.
Horse. Ano naman may isip ni sa'yo? Isang place lang.
Sa may makinig.
Number 7. Which of the following is not one of the causes of the red sun? Not.
Na.
Gases.
Sige. Pause na.
Asabi ko na.
Marami na kayo question kanina, dapat perfect.
Gender.
Perfect. Hindi. Perfect lang. Perfect.
Perfect na.
Hindi na perfect. Perfect lang.
Number 8. This phase is the brightest stage. Enough light for most outdoor activities without artificial.
Ulang mo pala yung question nila. Civil engineering.
Number 9. A yung answer.
Wala. Ayun yung pinaka-distractor. The best distractor. Letter E.
What is the illumination of the lower atmosphere when the sun is below the horizon?
POV, I'm the sun.
Ito yan.
I'm the sun.
Wala Ken.
Alia!
What is the illumination of the lower? Yung eyes niya, twinkling.
Thank you.
Last year siya, yan yung ready sabi ko.
Pangit din yan.
Uy, Alia! Okay, next na. Next number.
Next number 10. What is the alternative term of twinkling?
Dapat yun yung pinanong nyo.
Scandal.
Dapat pa nakita sa kayo.
Scandal.
May scholar pa na yung natin.
George ko.
Change?
Change pala.
Exchange your paper na. Since marami pa tayo. Exchange your paper. Ayaw lang kay Ken. Exchange. Jen, exchange ka mo dyan. Jen.
Ang sign na
Mister, it's a God for one.
Exchange.
Hey, close our eyes to the next object. See, tayo mo na yan.
Dog.
Ayaw pa lang.
Come on, sir.
Dog.
Nabasa pa ni Sir.
Dog. Yan ang nag-answer.
Number 2.
Hey,
Dog.
Boy. Number 3.
Dog.
Dog, kita na dog.
A.
Kita na dog.
Number 4. Ano yan na? B daw. B. Letter B. Number 5.
F.
B. Number 6. C. Number 7.
Banana.
C.
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 Sabi ko na gases, ayaw yung maniwala. Number next.
C. That's it. Oh, not. One of the causes C yan ang C.
Sige.
Number 8.
Okay.
Ako, 7,
Ano yan?
Okay na. Kabalo na.
Boy. Si
Okay na lang po. Kabalo na.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 9.
Swerte kayo, last week kayo ha.
Number 9.
Inaway niya ba si Louie na
Hindi yun away, May.
Nakaka-figure sa bakuman.
Oh, ma'am, may
What's the
question.
letter?
Go.
Oh. Number 10.
E. Cat.
C.
E.
Yeah. Alam ko na. Alam ko na talaga.
Next topic.
Nakakasal na mamaya.
Kay Louie na.
At kami na.
Wala nang perfect.
Check me out, bigger check.